that morning changed me in a way that I still can't quite comprehend or explain. The images of parachutes coming into the Nova Music Festival and the faces, the utter fear of young people sprinting for their lives. The images of children being taken, children watching their parents be killed. That father who ran with his two little boys trying to save their life, who was blown up in front of them. The terrorist then went to his fridge, got a drink, had a swig, a chat, could not have cared less, as those two little boys, shaking, bleeding, in utter shock, cried for their mum. The Beebus babies, the hostages being released who looked more like Holocaust survivors than anything else. The families whose lives will never, ever be the same. The parents of children who went to a desert to celebrate peace with music. And they are children. My daughter will be my child, will be a child in my eyes for the rest of my life, and never ever returned. Those parents who have had to relive that horror day in, day out. And you know what a lot of those parents have told me, and I've spent the past 2 years traveling the world, meeting people, meeting victims, meeting loved ones of those who were captured, who were killed, who are still in tunnels in Gaza. The parents of those who were killed say to me sometimes, we're the lucky ones. We're lucky because we've been able to bury our loved one. Imagine feeling lucky that your child, yes, your child was slaughtered by terrorists, but you feel lucky because at least you were able to bury their completely torn apart body. Imagine that. I think of all those who still have loved ones in tunnels in Gaza 2 years later. 2 years later. Imagine, and this really, and you shouldn't need a child to feel this very deeply. But imagine, in fact, you don't even need to. 1 minute in a supermarket where you can't see your child is every blessed parent's worst nightmare. That feeling of just, oh my Lord, you're looking around, you can't see your child for a moment is, I mean, how lucky that is a sick feeling for some of us. But imagine that 1 second where you can't see your child and you just feel like you've been sucker punched and you can't get air in and your chest goes tight. Imagine that feeling for 2 years. Imagine that sick, indescribable pain for 2 years where you feel like you can't breathe. Imagine, I can't. And then imagine that feeling of having to survive with your loved one, whether it be your child, your husband, your father, that sick, debilitating, inexplicable pain every second of every day. Imagine that, and then imagine that for the moments where you do look outside of your own pain and trauma, you see idiots in the West marching to support those who have inflicted this pain upon you. Imagine that. Imagine then realizing that the world has turned against you. It would be impossible to survive having your child taken or your loved one taken when the whole world is collectively wrapping its arms around you and supporting you and giving you love. That I can't imagine how to do. Imagine having to do it with the opposite.